Hi, this is Ashley and JP from The Bachelorette, and you're watching Delmarva Life.
What a fascinating story. Interesting couple.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, as with any new job, the anxiety surrounding your performance is at the top of the list. But what if the obstacles to success force you to make decisions you've never encountered before?
Or what if the job itself doesn't match your expectations? Well, you're not alone. Here are a few ways to help you make those tough job choices.
When you're hired.
First, trust your gut. If you're ever in doubt about an offer, take time to mull it over. Stand up for what you're worth. Low pay is a sign of low respect. Ask for more. The worst that could happen is they say no or yes. It can also help to research salaries for similar positions. Don't take someone's crazy personality to heart. If someone is imposing insane expectations, giving you zero room for growth, recognize that and don't personalize it. Fear of doing a poor job can affect performance. And finally, know when to walk away. No job is worth your sanity. Stress and anxiety don't help performance in the long term.
Now, experts say questioning your career path is normal, so make notes about realistic expectations and research companies that match your qualifications. Carrying these lessons to your next position can get you closer to the perfect job for your skills.
Now, what about losing your job? Regardless of the reason you've been let go from a job, it's important to immediately start planning your next move and make productive use of your time. Now, how to get over the slump and move forward with your job search.
When looking for work, be honest and positive. Only if a potential employer asks why you've been let go, answer in the most straightforward manner as possible, accentuating what you've learned from the experience. Shift the conversation to contributions you made to a company, such as saving them money or getting them involved in the local community. Be sure to carefully select your references. If you were fired due to an ethical violation, it's probably best to avoid asking a manager for a recommendation. Try finding people who you've worked closely with and can vouch for you in a positive manner. Volunteer or take on an internship. Not only is it filling an unemployment gap, it's an excellent networking opportunity. This type of work can also lead to permanent full-time positions.
Self-improvement activities such as continuing education or workshops are another way to beef up a resume and sharpen your skills. This also fills the time of unemployment productively, and a potential employer will notice that.
Now, something that you always have to do at work or at a job interview is small talk. As a matter of fact, some have made small talk an art form. So, are you wondering how can being good at chit-chat secure your next opportunity? Well, one woman is making a big deal out of small talk.
Jenya Kazantsev is a recent college graduate and now full-time job seeker.
I'm trying for a management position.
So far, Jenya says it's a challenge.
There's a lot of applicants in the pool, especially for the really good jobs.
That's why Deborah Fine speaks to sold-out crowds to help teach people how to stand out when talking one-on-one during an interview, networking, or at a party.
I'm talking about developing rapport with conversation skills about something outside of the business conversation, the interview.
Her book focuses on the art of small talk.
It covers everything from remembering people's names, mastering introductions, icebreakers, keeping conversations going, listening skills, body language.
Her top tips include play the conversation game by knowing how you'll respond to basic questions like, how are you? Never answer it negatively. Use the situation to start a conversation like, how long have you worked here? Always listen and respond. The worst thing interview candidates can do is zone out. When mastering small talk for an interview, always do your background work. Let them know you've researched the company. Even if you only learned one fact, let them know about it. Also, it's okay to divulge something about yourself, but don't overshare. And one of the top tips to the art of small talk, know when to stop talking. For Kazantsev, she'll continue her job search by putting some of these tips into action.
You have to break the ice with people, get to know each other, and see if there is a future or a job opportunity in that connection.
She says using small talk can make big changes.
Kate, 2 more tips. Always be the first one to say hello and exude confidence with your body language. You can get more tips in Deborah's book, The Fine Art of Small Talk, available on Amazon.com.
All right, well, some folks who may have a few tips to offer are new parents JP and Ashley from The Bachelorette. Up next, find out how life has changed since their little bundle of joy arrived and what they really think of finding true love on reality TV.
And a little later on,
Ever since we said those 3 words.
Jamie Plopdingler takes the Delmarva Life stage. She's back to sing us into the weekend. But first, We've been talking about work. Maybe you want to pack your lunch. Rachel Ray has a handy how-to sandwich tip.
Panini presses are today what waffle irons were a couple of generations ago, right? Everybody who gets married gets one. Well, if you don't have a panini press but you like pressed sandwiches, I got news for you. You got one, you just didn't know it. You can make a panini press out of 2 heavy skillets. Drop your sandwich in, throw another skillet on top. If it's not heavy enough, throw a can of beans in there. Back here, I've got a perfectly crusty pressed sandwich. So if you got 2 skillets, you have got a panini press.